Hi, this is MFerguson for MIS325. Just starting from the basics here. I installed Visual Studio on my home system here. So first we'll go over the ice cream point of sale system that I had created. All right, so we loaded up here. We have ice cream over here, the ASPX, and then I'll pop open the VB. This one was basic, so there were no stored procedures loaded at the beginning here. Otherwise, everything is just copied from the assignment, from the Word document. So go ahead and pop that open there. And then we have the fully functioning website here. I added a couple things because they wouldn't force you to put in every parameter. So we'll just do a test. So just days, Matthew, we'll do vanilla. We'll just do cup, sliced nuts, VIP, finalize the order. Everything pops up down here. Ordered 1 scoop of vanilla in a cup with sliced nuts. VIP customer, remind me that I have this. And then it gives you the daily total here. So let's say, well, I have clear selections, clear everything out, but it still stores the parameters of day to day. So let's say I just put in only my last name. Try to finalize the order. It says, please add a minimum, enter the shift, the patron's name, amount of scoops, a flavor, and a cup or cone type. I made all of those parameters force you to enter them. It used to not even check if you had vanilla. It would just say, it would just leave a blank space on it. So I'll do another test here, 2 scoops, and leave everything undone. Still tells me to do a shift. I hit the shift, at least 1 flavor. So I have it, let you know what's missing. And you can order it without choosing an extra topping and obviously not selecting VIP if it's not a VIP status. So everything is recorded here. I'll do one for game day and do a different name. And then I'll do 3 scoops. So I'll just do chocolate, strawberry, and then for a waffle cone here, we'll do dreamy fudge. I'm not sure if the dreamy hot fudge was a typo from creamy, but hot fudge can be dreamy. And then we'll put VIP status, finalize the order. All right, so here you see it just continues stacking up the daily totals here. So that is the ice cream point of sale. And then we'll go back here. I'm going to go ahead and open up the next point of sale, which was Shopify that we had worked on. And I'm running my own since it connects to my SQL server. I had installed Visual Studio prior to the class starting, just so I had it. All right, Shopify. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to open up the ASPX, hit F7 to pop open the VB. This is where I actually did the stored procedures. I loaded up all the stored procedures, just simple execute lists, select from for my products, categories, all these categories here. And then the Shopify, just the same thing. It lists, where it came from and then the file name. I have them both as Shopify. So as not to be too confusing. Just kidding. And then, so we'll hit that without debugging. Pops open here. All right. So here you have the overview of your multi-view. So this just shows everything. Also, as I said, I had it set to load the stored procedures ahead of time. So we have everything here listed by product ID. Then I have the categories here. For some reason, this is not tracking properly, so I'll have to go back and fix this on my practice days. But for all intents and purposes, everything else is working properly. The revenue's getting calculated. This is all the customers here. I actually have a working sales entry input portion here, so that shows up under sales reporting. So I'll show a demonstration of that. Jumps up. So we have so the next entry I put in here should pop up to 1614, and I had the stored procedure set up to randomize within the last 2 weeks of the date that you enter them, just so I can have some randomized results, so it doesn't look like every point of sale is on the same day. So let's see. So scroll all the way back up to the top, and then we'll go into the sales entry. I'll just do say product ID 3, customer ID 5, units 2. We hit record the sale. We get a message that it was recorded successfully. We go over to it, and you can see 1614 is the new added one. The customer ID 5, product ID was 2, and then they just bought 1. Actually, I can't even remember if that's what I did, if I'm honest here. Let me double check what these categories are. Oh, that was the number SKU. That actually doesn't change. The number of units is the only thing that changed here. And then the customer ID is what I had entered. It auto numbers. So I didn't need to. It looks like there's just an extra thing here. What is that? Customer ID I put in. Oh, the product ID I put in. Okay, got it. The product ID. It's just so they know what to charge, basically. So I can make this a little bit more intuitive and show the product names. That would probably have been a good column to enter here. But anyway, it is working otherwise. And then we're going to embed this here link later. So that was just set up for future use. So it's a Shopify management system. And then finally, we have the Coug Hotel. Pop that open, and this DB open as well. This also had me load stored procedures right off the bat initially. So all the data is filled out on the web page here. So go ahead and run that guy. All right, and then so guest first page, here's your multi-view, just an overhead of everything. And then we have all our guests. I just ordered them quickly by guest ID. We have our room types. We have our rooms, reservations. This is all real-time data that I took from my the Coug Hotel database. These are all the extra services I had. So again, it's just a simple select from list, ordered by the first column, the ID typically. And I do believe that concludes the assignment for this week. So I'll go through and update things, polish, make it a bit more polished over the next week or two. But I was focusing more on just getting some learning experience here. All right, and those are my 3 websites for now. Thank you for listening.